Hey everybody, Roland Smith here, Mountain Bushcrafters Alliance. Got you with me in the finishing room of my wood shop, or the junk room as I call it, because I call it like I see it, and it's a junk room because it's piled up. Nevertheless, want to do a video today on footwear. And before I get into this video, let me first of all start by saying I'm no professional. I don't claim to be, and opinions are opinions. But I know what works for me. And what works for me, I'm not going to change it. And what works for you, that's what you need to stick with. In other words, don't fix it until it's broke. Don't continually fix something, changing it, until it's broken. You can't fix it. See what I'm saying? Now, if you can reach out to one person and give them understanding through your experiences, whether good or bad, you've done good. You fared well. A lot of people want to reach out to numbers. It's all about the numbers. It's the mass. It's the numbers. Mountain Bushcrafters Alliance wants quality, not quantity. And that's what we have. Now, I've got a friend that lives in Germany. He has never been into the United States until he hiked the Appalachian Trail. Been a few years back, I posted a map of the Appalachian Trail. He sends me a private message, wanting to know what this is. And I told him. So he proceeds to tell me he's going to prepare himself and do this trail. 2,189 miles of it. A few months roll by. April comes along. And I get a picture of Marty standing at the welcoming gates of the Appalachian Trail in Georgia. Martin Handel. Marty McFly is his trail name. A real good friend of mine. Got to spend some time with him on the Appalachian Trail in Hampton, Tennessee. A learning experience, needless to say. But Marty had a pair of oboes. The style, he could tell you, I can't. But he had oboes on. He had obliterated one pair of oboes and had started on his second pair before successfully completing all of the Appalachian Trail, 2,189 miles. Then going back home to Germany. He's a member of Mountain Bushcrafters Alliance. A learning experience all its own. Never been to the United States until then. Made several trips since then, but never been here until then. Now, let's get into this video. You can tell a lot about your body, about your gait, looking at your shoes. Whether it's your tennis shoes, your hiking boots, your work boots, or your Sunday go to meeting shoes if you go to Sunday meeting. You can tell about how your shoe is wearing, how your stance is, pressure points, hot spots. Tell a lot about yourself. And the first thing you want to do, these are a pair of Morel, I believe they're called Nomads. I've had these about 4 years. And to me, these are the Cadillac of boots. A friend of ours, a member of Mountain Bushcrafters Alliance, bought a pair of these and could not wear them. Had to return them. Too hard on his feet. Now, if you pay $200 for a pair of boots, that's all fine and dandy. If I pay $20 for a pair of boots, if that's what I like, that's what's comfortable, that's all fine and dandy. A lot of people want to wear the name brand. Wearing a name brand in the mountain don't shorten the miles. See what I'm saying? Wearing a name brand on the trail does not shorten or does not help with the distance or the peaks or the valleys. It's not the name brand. It's all about comfort and safety. Now, these are Morels. if you look at this shoe, I'm riding this ankle. Always have. I got hammer toes. They call hammer toes. I ride this ankle. You can look at the bottom of your shoe just like a tire on your vehicle. Is the tip wore out? Is the heel wore out? Where's it broke down at? Are you dragging your heel? Or are you rubbing your toe? See what I'm saying? Look at the insole. Where's the hot spots at? See what I'm saying? There's a hot spot right there. That's a hot spot, and that's a hot spot right there, tip of my toe. The heel's fine, which I've got to replace these. If you go to Walmart and buy a $20 pair of hiking boots, first thing I'd want to do if I were you, I'd pull them insoles out and I'd trash them. I'd get me a good set of insoles. You may have to have, maybe those will work. I don't know. Don't trash them. Try them out. But get you, this right here is the main factor in the whole, this is the foundation in the whole shoe. See what I'm saying? Now, you may have to have 2 or 3 different styles of these to find the right style that suits you. But if I think these were like $129, that don't mean a hill of beans. If you give $200 and you can't wear them, what good are they? See what I'm saying? If you go to Walmart and buy a $20 pair and they feel like Cadillacs on your feet, that's where it's at. That's where it's at. It's all about comfort and safety. But the Morel is the Cadillac of boots for me. Like a tire on your vehicle. You won't want to run to Myrtle Beach from Tennessee on a ball tire. See, a tire with no tread. Change these out every once in a while. Change these out. And when you get a new pair of boots, this is a learning experience now. I'm just telling you. You get a new pair of boots, wear them things a few hours a day around the home. Because if you do like Roland Smith done, go buy yourself a $279 pair of X Ultras, Solomons. You throw them babies on and you hit a 5 mile, just a 5 mile trail. You be walking around like you got a flat. Breaking these in on the trail, that was just an ignorant mistake. I think it's on Man's Bushcraft video. He's got me doing a. You need to go check him out. But he has got me on video doing a foot repair. How do you do a foot repair? Well, you put some gauze on it, you put some duct tape on it. Duct tape stops the friction. That's how you do a foot repair to travel on. But after I got these Gore-Tex, $279 X Ultras, Solomon, I love them. Love them now. But I'm going to tell you, the time I got off the trail after wearing these, hot spots, there's a clicking sound in them. And I would have given these away to get them off my feet for a pair of flip-flops or sandals. I'm just telling it like it is. I ain't no bones about it. These things like destroyed my feet until I got them broke in. When I got them broke in, Cadillac style. Got a bear bell. Yeah, we got bears here. But they've got the ortho inserts, which are perfect for this boot. And like I said, I took the Morel insert out. I think it's in some of my trapping boots or something somewhere else out there in the shed. Took the Morel insole out, got rid of it, put it somewhere else. It may be up somewhere stuck on a shelf. And I got a pair of the Works Ultralight cushions, the Air Plus. Now I can use the blue Works insoles. They work just as well, but I fell in love with these. That's the route I'm taking because I'm having to walk. You ain't. See what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm trying to say it not be a smart aleck or sound like I'm being a smart aleck. It's my feet, not yours. See what I'm saying? Do what's good for you. Don't do what Roland says is good for you. But I know what works for me through experience. And I'm just telling you my experiences, good and bad. But these, I'm telling you, I've had these 4 years. Look at that. I mean, they're mud caked, of course, but look at that. Wiring perfect. Like I said, I ride this ankle, which gives me a little bit of trouble, but I have hiked 15 and a half miles in from the overlook in Middlesboro to the Hensley settlement, which they said was 11 miles. GPS says different. 15 and a half miles to the Hensley settlement, from the Hensley settlement to the White Rocks the next day on down to the vehicles. And my pack at the time, I weighed my pack when I started, it was 33 pounds. So I had a 33 pound pack, walked 15 miles first day. And then on out to the settlement, replenished our water supply, and had lunch. Now, Morels, $130. Walmart, $25, $30. It all depends upon you. You can take a $20 pair of Walmart hiking boots, if that's what you want. Put you a $12 pair of insoles, and your $30 pair would wear and be as comfortable on you as my $130 pair, or the $279 pair. The name brand don't mean jack diddly. Let me tell you, $130 Cadillac, $279 Chevette without shock tires. Making any sense? Makes sense to me. I've got a $200 pair of North Face, and I want to get into that right now while it's on my mind. It's 85 degrees, but hey, it's not always going to be 85 degrees. Now, a lot of people say, well, I've got 1,000 grams of insulation in my boots. That's all fine and dandy for you, but the higher the insulation for me, the more my feet's going to sweat, and I'm going to be cold and wet when it's 10 degrees. See what I'm saying? What would be the purpose of having 1,000 grams of insulation if your feet can't breathe? You're going to be cold anyway, because that's like wearing a rain suit in the rain and trying to hike. You ever do any hiking with a sterns on? You put that sterns on and you hit the trail, and you're heading up the trail at fall of the year, and it's raining, and you're on the trail trying to get to camp, and you're soaking wet with sweat because your sterns rain suit don't breathe. You're wet anyway. Take the thing off and put it in the pack. See what I'm saying? Okay, I'm going to go get 1,000 grams of insulation for that 10-degree weather. Dang, your feet's wet anyway. You see what I'm saying? I think this is 200 grams. I think maybe 600 grams. I ain't sure. Yeah, 600. Maybe 600. I've yet to wear them. I think I put them on once to put my snowshoes on. But the theory is, the common sense is, if you put a 600 gram insulation on, it allows your feet to breathe, not sweat. You're not going to get hot spots. You're not going to suffer. And when you take them off and at 10 degrees and you're checked up in the tent or the Kodiak or whatever you camp in, your socks ain't wet, your feet ain't wet, you're not wet, you're good to go. You're good to sit down and have a good power bar or lunch or whatever you eat for lunch or whatever. But nonetheless, more insulation ain't always better. If you're standing still, if you're in the deer stand, or you're in a ground blind and you're deer hunting, 1,000 grams of insulation is a pretty good deal. Ride your side by side up, your four-wheeler up, you get in the tree stand, you're good to go. You get on the trail with 1,000 grams of insulation, time you get to where you're going, in all probability you're going to have wet feet, and you're going to suffer. That's just the way it is. Try walking around with wet feet, water down in your boots. You go a mile or two and you've got rubbing everywhere. If that's making any sense to you, and that's just the way it is. And it's my experience. I'm not saying I'm a professional. I don't claim to be a professional anything. Now, what I learned from Marty McFly, was these bad boys right here, the Gator. Now, be careful what you put into Google, but you can go to Google and put in Dirty Girl, D-I-R-T-Y, girl, just like it said. Gaiters, G-A-I-T-E-R-S, Gaiters, Dirty Girl Gaiters. If you put in Dirty Girl and you hit enter, I don't know what you're going to find. But you go to dirtygirlgators.com. You can get, these are REIs, but you can get Gaiters for 20 bucks. Let me tell you something about Gaiters. Leg huggers. Virtually impossible to get any debris whatsoever in that boot when it's on my foot and that Gator's there. Virtually impossible. Let me tell you something. You walk 3 miles with a leaf in your shoe, it grinds that up into wood about it. Rub, 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 rub. You suffer every step of the way. Every step of the way. Get you, these are my running Gaiters actually. Let me see where one's at. You find one or choose one. That is after running 7 miles a day, 5 days a week, until I was no longer to go. These were my running Gaiters, REI. Get you a pair of Gaiters if you're going to do any trails. I don't care if it is summertime. You'll get leaves and sticks and twigs and debris down in that boot, and you're going to be stopping every little bit and clean that sock out and clean that boot out. Get you a pair of Gaiters if you're going to do any trailing whatsoever. If you're going to do any scouting, any hiking whatsoever, get you a pair of Gaiters. They will save you a world of hurt, because a crushed up leaf or a stick or twig inside your boot is going to ruin your day. That's just as plain as I can put it. I've got a set of outdoor research Gaiters. They're a little bit more heavier. They're Velcro buckled Gaiters. All my Gaiters come with a toe clip. Keeps everything right in its place. Put that on your boot, just like this. You are good to go. That is a Gaiter. That is a, well, that's actually my running Gaiter, but you can use them for trail use, hiking, mountaineering, whatever you want to use it for. Drawstring, cinch up with a clip on the tongue. That's your Gaiters. Get you some Gaiters. Look at your shoes. Look at your insoles. See if you need to change your shoes. Like I said, like a tire. You wouldn't want to run to on vacation on a tire that has wire sticking out of it, would you? These are Swiss Army winter Gaiters. And I'll be straight honest with you after reading reviews and talking to people. These are cardboard stiff wool. You talking about rough to wear? Them dudes had it rough. Them stay in the closet for show and tell, not for me to wear. I wear a muck boot when I'm trapping. I wear a muck boot in the wintertime. Muck boots are the way to go. If you deer hunt, if you trap, if you winter fish, if you pull a poke sled, get you some muck boots. Muck boots are the thing to have. Waterproof, breathable, neoprene, awesome all-around winter boot. Swamp lands, whatnot, get you a muck boot. But those are some of the experiences I've had. Now, I'm telling you, I've had to stop on the trail and dig out leaves, wadded up leaves that's down in my boot. And you learn things from one another if you'll listen. It's not, oh, look at me, I know it all, and you don't know nothing. I don't roll like that. I just tell you how I messed up. I'll just tell you how I mess something up severely, and I had to learn from that. Stopping and having to fix a blister because I was eager to wear a pair of Solomon that wasn't broke in. Get a new pair of boots, check the insoles. I don't care where you buy them at. I don't care if you get them at the Goodwill. Me personally, I wouldn't wear a shoe from a Goodwill. But I'm OCD. But if you go to Walmart and get you a pair of boots, check the insole. If the insole look like it's got good thickness, the insole is the foundation of any boot or any shoe. Take that insole out and put it up. Get you a $12 pair of Dr. Scholl's and slap in there. Wear them around the house 2 or 3 hours a day, all day long, whatever floats your boat. Break them in good and then try them out on the trail maybe an hour or two, and then bring them back and see how they feel. But do what's best for you. Just don't take my opinion. Do what's best for you. Don't fix it until it's broke. Don't do it because somebody gives you an opinion and because they've got a reputation of, oh, this works. I've been there, done that. This don't work. You'll get frustrated because it don't work, and you'll throw in the towel and you'll move on with something else. But got these broke in. Awesome summer boot with the Gator. I still haven't broke in the North Face. They're waterproof, 600 gram insulation. Maybe try to do that this winter. You'll be along with me in the Kodiak in the winter tent and hot tents, and it won't. My videos don't consist of this room right now anyway. They do, but they won't for long. But get out in nature. Take a little bit of information, a little bit of criticism. And constructive criticism is a great thing. Trolling and foolishness, downplay, that's not on NBA. If it is, it won't stay there long. There's no big eyes and little U's on Mount Bushcrafters Alliance. That's just the way it is. That's the way it'll remain. But appreciate everything that you do for Mount Bushcrafters Alliance, everything that you share, your information, your knowledge, your help, your encouragement most of all. But this is Roland Smith, Mountain Bushcrafters Alliance. I hope I've helped you in some way. Go farther, stay longer. I'll catch you out in the field.